Hook 'em horns, the new AP poll top 25 coming into week 4 of college football is at, and them dang Longhorns is at the top of the list. We're going to review the list, talk about some things, maybe talk about some memes, review a little bit of week 3, even though we did most of that, but just the things that are permanent, that word, the big vocab word. I'm not a scientist. To the top 25, go from there, tell you what I like, what I don't like, and then we're going to get into y'all's comments as well. I asked y'all for some comments to change some things up. I'm going to review them. I'm going to review your hot takes, do some things like that, see who's wrong, see who's right, and we're going to hop into it. Ladies and gentlemen, first things first, I want to talk about my opinion just off this front 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You got University of Texas, them Longhorns, who showed that they've got firepower even in their back pocket if they need to. Shout out to the backups. You got Georgia surviving against Kentucky, but clearly pine for pine, too much talent going on around there. I'm not sure if saying that too is a good spot to be at, but they did have to fall from 1, so they showed shakiness and they moved. Ohio State still looking like one of the almost most complete teams in all of college football. Alabama, hey, they're heating up. And then Ole Miss keeps letting it spray, letting it hay. If I'm being honest with you, I think Miami and Tennessee are top 5 teams. I just don't know where you fit them. I think you take Ole Miss out of there. I think you might be able to sneak up on Alabama. I don't know. Tennessee, I think, is the scariest team in the nation. This is coming from a Texas fan. So I think that's the only thing that's wrong with the top 5. Continuing on, number 6. I mean, hey, he's right there at number 6. Again, this is more of the Ole Miss, Alabama, Tennessee thing. It's more of a, hey, you haven't played anybody significant. Wait, has Alabama played somebody? I know definitely with Ole Miss and Tennessee, you haven't played nobody significant. You've been thrashing people. You've been showing that your offense is electric. You've been showing that your defense got them dogs. So I like that. Missouri, statement win. I really think that's a statement win. Boston College was red hot coming into that. They had a big win the previous week. So being able to do that and being able to let Luther Burton cook and show what they can do, I liked it a lot. I mean, the Miami boys are just absolutely cruising. Oregon finally looks like a football team, and Penn State staying right, probably where they're going to be ranked at the end of the season. Number 10, a nice, cool little bowl game. Oh no, they might be able to sneak in if you rank number 10. Okay, they might be forced in there, but they're not going to do anything in the playoffs. Don't worry about it. USC at number 11, kind of quiet week for them. They've got a great roster. Utah, statement win. I like what they did. Kansas State, statement win. Oklahoma State, statement win. They made a statement. Oklahoma, looking a little shaky, but getting the job done. Undefeated. LSU coming back to life. Notre Dame. Why'd you do that to Purdue? Michigan, Louisville, Iowa State. Shout out to NIU for sneaking up the top 25. NIU might just slide in there. He might just slide into the playoffs. I'm not mad at this. Again, I only think my biggest issue is that I really do think Tennessee's a top 5 team. I think they are the scariest team in the nation. I think Cam Ward needs a little more recognition. I think when you look like a team and you look the way you should look, I think you should get credit for that, especially when Oregon hasn't done that, and Missouri's been in some slugfest. But I think that's even good because you can kind of test the resilience of Missouri. So I can see where you're coming from. The best thing, though, hey, Texas is number 1, son. Like I said, that comes from us having an elite defense. We got a goddamn rookie at defensive end, just whooping tackles, just giving tackles. Mr. Simons, just giving the tackles run for your money. All right, I like to see that. Okay, we've got 2 of the best quarterbacks in the nation. 2 QB system. Watch out. We lost 2 running backs. Our starting running back, C.J. Baxter, who was going to be one of the best running backs in the nation coming into this year. And then we lost a freshman running back all preseason before we got to play any football. And then we load up, and then either way, we still got great running backs and probably one of the best running attacks, especially when we have the undoubted best offensive line in all of college football. So I'm not too mad about this. I'm about to get into y'all's comments, but I was talking about how good the offensive line was, Hook 'em horns. But then I was talking about this right here. I like this little situation. Right here. Okay? Now, the best. Oh, they're just the best and the worst? What the heck? I'm confused. Best, worst. I'm confused. What? Does that just mean they're the best team? Anyway, offense, Tennessee, yes. Defense, Miami, coach, Arizona State. Interesting. They did it. MVP. There you go. Riser. Kansas State, that was a statement win. That was against fall. Yeah. And this is why this is so important. And I quoted this out in my recap. Like, that was a statement win by Kansas State, being able to snuff out Arizona, who was poised to be this super I mean, they've got one of the, if not the, unless you count Travis Hunter, I think the best wide receiver from an NFL prospect standpoint. 6'4", can move and groove. He's like a faster Mike Evans. Oh my God, McMillan. So the fact that Kansas State can come in and silence that and handle business, hey man, that's big. Non-power forward. Hey, Memphis, man, don't sleep on Memphis. Don't say Memphis. Hey. Don't call it a comeback for Memphis. They always had a solid team. They got another solid ball squad, and they showed it against the Florida State Cinnamon Rolls Pit. What's it called? Special teams. Okay, conference SEC upset UNLV. Colin Simmons. Told you about it. Crowd Kentucky O-line. Horns. D-line. Ole Miss. They got some big beefy boys out there in Ole Miss. Let me get into these comments first. He's saying he's a top 5 team. Are the Oregon Ducks a top 5 team? They haven't been playing like it. This is the first game they played like a football team. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I mean. Sorry about it. Yeah, hook 'em horn, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Clemson is a top 10 team. That is a lie. Switch Georgia with Ohio State. And the doubting begins. The Georgia fans are coming out here. Penn State sneaking into the top 10. Like I said, they're going to stay there. They ain't going to do much moving. They'll beat the small teams that they need to beat. Won't beat Ohio State or Michigan. Keep on moving. Mizzou at 7 is laughable. That's what I'm saying. Mizzou at 7 is interesting. They finally cooked with this ball. Winning 45-10 gets you dropped in the rankings. Who is he talking about? Oh, well, yeah, because y'all beat Tulsa. Y'all beat Tulsa, guys. Missouri has no business being ranked higher than Miami. They could at least try to hide the SEC bias. Well, the SEC, sorry, son, is the best conference in the land. Big 12 needs more respect. They need to play more respectful football. That's what they need to do. I don't want to hear about this. I have a few complaints, Mr. Smokey for life. Okay. Ohio State should be at 4. Alabama should be 3. Interesting. Mizzou should be lower. Not a top 10 team. Michigan should be lower. Okay. Yeah, man, Texas is the number 1 team, and we do it the best way we can. I want to look at some of these votes. I want to look at some of the things right outside the votes, because if you do that, you can see some funny things popping up. So right outside, sorry, let me get my head out of the way, dog. Right outside others receiving votes. I'm not even sure if you can you read that? I don't think you can. I'm gonna read it to you. Don't worry, son. What's it called? Memphis giving 77 votes. Hey, I'm telling you, Memphis is the real deal. I don't think this is like some whatever. You feel me? I don't think this is like some, oh my God, Florida State is just that bad. Florida State's bad, but Memphis is also the real deal. Boise State 62. I mean, they've got one of the best running backs in the nation. Some people are saying UCF's running back is better. I don't know. We'll check it out. Syracuse, dog. Syracuse looks tough. Syracuse goes against Nebraska next. That's gonna be testing for both teams. Is Nebraska really here, and is Syracuse the real deal? Because they've been, you know what I'm saying, they've been looking stout. UNLV with a big win. Boston College after a loss. I get Mizzou is going to be a top tier team. And by the way, those people who are mad at Mizzou for being that high, that's why, because they clearly. There's some weird New England bias up there, or Massachusetts bias going up there. Washington State with 30, again, great win. Arizona, Iowa, no. You got Indiana, California. After losing, Liberty, Toledo blew the doors off Mississippi State. What was that? Don't call yourself an SEC team. South Carolina, they still look like a good team. Again, you lose your starting quarterback, and that's the only real reason why I got that nasty. Arizona State, good win. BYU, dominance. Pittsburgh, what? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Now, I also asked y'all a few things, and the first thing I asked you is I went ahead and dropped the whole little top 25, and I was like, yo, change something. Mix it up. So here's what it is. Memphis over Texas A&M. I'm not mad at this. Hey, I'm going to let them know. I'm not mad at that. That's the thing. Memphis is an undefeated team, guys. This isn't like, oh, they got some shock win. They're 1-2, and that's a miracle. No, dog. This was always supposed. And I said that in my other Florida State video. Like, this was always supposed to be the biggest game, or sorry, the first hard game, first real competition, real check your oil, right? This was supposed to be the real game. That's like, okay, boom, this is going to be a little bit of sauce on this, right? This is a real team, not supposed to be some elite team. wasn't supposed to beat them by any means, but it was supposed to give them a scare, supposed to give them a challenge. So let's stop with the whole, oh my God, Memphis is they're just buns. They're clearly better than Florida State, clearly. Bruh, how the Yale is my Oklahoma still sitting at 15? Wow. Should be lower. Sitting at 15. Oh, wait. He thinks it should be higher. Oh, yeah. No, y'all should be low. Wait. Bro, look, and I know I'm a Texas fan, so I've got a lot of bias, but they have been playing bad football, son. That's all I can tell you. It's been bad football. I can't co-sign that, big brother. I'm sorry. They're going after it. Y'all survived Houston. They got the luck of playing an inexperienced freshman quarterback in Tulane. They literally came back on y'all defense. And your O-line is busted, and your quarterback is a scrubbed. I watched the game from start to finish, and the scoreboard doesn't tell the full story. Texas is going to eat their lunch, take their draws, and make them hold their pockets. This is intense, dog. There's a lot going on here. So how come Georgia and Alabama ain't ranked lower? They struggled against weak competition too. Alabama did just struggle against weak competition. But they look talented, more talented than you. But continuing on, get LSU out of there. I wouldn't be mad at that. Keep moving NIU up. I'm sorry, how did Penn State drop? They didn't play. Come on, because they're buns anytime they do play. They don't exhilarate nobody. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the people going. You know what I'm saying? They're not provocative, dog. But no, they just don't impress me. They got a great running game, but other than that, I don't know. Decent defense. I was gonna have a decent defense. They got a dog on the edge. With the coveted, should not be that high. They struggled against USF. Sorry, I was reading while talking. Bama should not be that high because they struggled against USF. Interesting. Well, that was a team that they struggled with. Speaking of teams struggled, probably the biggest struggler in the whole week and the biggest loser was Florida State. Shout out to Florida State. Y'all know nothing about that. That's an elite prospect. Y'all know nothing about that. All right. Stop talking about it, dog. Stop talking about it. Michigan will struggle in conference play. That is a mild take, dog. It's pretty mild. That ain't no sauce on that one, dog. Oklahoma will have 10 plus wins, made the playoff and win it all. Lots of optimism. Lots of optimism, dog. I hope just as a competitor that Oklahoma, gets things together and they become a more competent team before Texas thrashes them in Dallas. But, I'm also hoping it doesn't happen. Boom. Let's give it to them. Pause. Don't give it to him. Can we agree that Sanders should have shook hands with the other quarterback for the sportsmanship? He can say whatever he wants, but at least shake his hand and talk ish like a man. Carolina was really close to an upset. Seemed a little fishy. Okay. He did two different things. All right, let's talk about those two things. This guy gave us a 2-for-1. So on the Shedeur Sanders thing, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. If you're talking about talking at ish like a man, then Fowler, Kabasabalabawaba, whatever his name was. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect people's names. I don't know his name is Fowler Nicolosi, I believe. The quarterback, he probably shouldn't have been talking that hot either. Like I don't understand. If you want to, like, why do people think? And notice that Shedeur went and shook other people's hands. He dapped up the coaches. He did all that. But why do people think it's good sportsmanship to shake the hand of a man who disrespected my name, my family, my people? Like, and I don't think Fowler was disrespecting the family specifically, but talking about Instagram followers and it's all hype and we're gonna murder you guys and all this other stuff. Yo, if you want to talk all that hot stuff and saying that it's all Instagram, I don't respect you because now you don't respect my game. So as far as being a man, I think first of all, I think Fowler Nicolosi took it like a man. Hey, all right, you don't want to shake my hand, I'm out of here. I'm gone, and that's cool. Because that's how you felt. I just don't understand. You want sportsmanship. You want me to fake like I respect somebody. I just think I don't want to lie. Why should I lie? Jesus don't like liars. At least I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? God don't like liars. At least I don't think so. And Lord knows I told me a lot too. But no, in all seriousness, dog, I don't care. If you're gonna talk all that hot shiz nipple, bro, people don't like that. It's not going to be fun. I'm not saying now would have been a cool, nice rah-rah moment to see two rivals come together and shake hands and be best buds for 5 seconds. Yeah, I guess. But I mean, who cares? They don't like each other. They didn't like each other last year. They don't like each other this year. This is what college football is about. I want some real rivalries, dog. I want y'all to start. Y'all been too nice. I'm not talking about in the soft way because I've been seeing people's necks snap and crack. Like, no, I'm not talking about in the hitting way. I'm talking about in the person-to-person way. I start hating some people, man. Bring hate back. Kendrick, drop a diss tape, man. I'm out of here. Top 25 is amazing. It's elite. You're wrong, but you're also right. You're also beautiful. You're also gorgeous. Leave a like on this video if you liked it. Dislike if you didn't like it. Comment. Tell me what you want to change about the top 24. Give me your hot takes for week 4. Appreciate y'all. Hope you subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the comment. Also, let me know how you like this comment. You liking it? You're not liking it? Do you miss the college football videos about the game? Do you not even know what that is and just enjoying a good time? Let me know.